In yesterday's video, we discussed why Grievous didn't help Dooku in his duel against Anakin and Obi-Wan during the Battle of Coruscant. Despite Grievous's desire to join Dooku, the Sith Lord expressly told Grievous not to interfere and instructed him to defend the Invisible Hand against the Republic's capital ships. In this video expose, we'll look at what Grievous was doing after he spoke to Dooku for the last time, and discuss a scene the cyborg had with a future Imperial captain that would not only allow Grievous to discover Dooku was killed by Anakin, but also result in a rare moment of shock and embarrassment for the General. After Dooku told Grievous to focus on the naval battle while he dealt with the Jedi, Grievous did exactly that. But with the Republic's Venators giving just as much offense as Grievous's own flagship, the Invisible Hand was pushed to its limits, with its turbo laser batteries and gravity generators becoming overheated. Fortunately for Grievous, he received a proposed ceasefire from the Republic. Recognizing that a ceasefire would greatly benefit him, Grievous accepted and ordered the Invisible Hand's gunnery crew to carry out the ceasefire. With that, the relentless fighting between the Invisible Hand and the Coruscant home fleet momentarily stopped. But Grievous then immediately received another transmission from the Lieutenant Commander of the Turret-class cruiser Integrity, Lord Needa, which Grievous also accepted. With Needa appearing before Grievous by holocom, the Republic commander gave the General an offer, a chance for him and his capital ship to surrender. Grievous, of course, flatly rejected it. Not only was Grievous just not one to surrender, but he believed he had the upper hand in the battle, with Palpatine still their prisoner and Dooku dealing with the Jedi as they spoke. Thus, Grievous provided Needa with a counteroffer, to maintain the current ceasefire and then move the Republic fleet away from the Invisible Hand until he made his jump to hyperspace. As Needa rejected the idea as preposterous, Grievous attempted to play his advantage, warning Needa that if he wasn't allowed to escape, he would disembowel Palpatine live on the HoloNet. But Needa didn't even flinch, and instead noted that Grievous had just confirmed Palpatine was on board his ship, and requested he be allowed to speak to the Chancellor to confirm this to be true. Grievous, now frustrated, attempted to contact Dooku to determine their next move. There was only one problem. Dooku wasn't responding. With time running out, Grievous decided he wouldn't allow Needa to speak with Palpatine, but merely show him that the Chancellor was indeed present on the Invisible Hand. But as the security officer brought up the image of the capital ship's general quarters where Palpatine was being held prisoner, he froze and went a visible shade of pink. As Grievous ordered the image be brought up for Needa, the security officer urgently suggested that Grievous look at it first. With that, Grievous went over to the screen, and the cyborg quickly noted that the general quarters had been reduced to wreckage, an indication that a duel had certainly taken place. Panicked, Grievous then noted that the general's chair that had once held Palpatine was empty. And worse, Grievous saw a body lying motionless on the ground, with the armor-weave cape leaving no doubt that it was the now dead Dooku. Grievous then turned back to Needa, telling him simply that the Chancellor was currently indisposed. But Needa quickly took the upper hand, telling Grievous that he had 10 minutes to either surrender or confirm that Palpatine was alive and unharmed upon his ship. Otherwise, the Republic would destroy the Invisible Hand. And with that, Needa ended the transmission. Grievous was left with only a blank expression. What he'd previously been dreading most had happened. But the General quickly collected himself, confirming for his crew in a murderous tone that Dooku was dead and the Jedi were on board the ship with the Chancellor. And as Grievous crashed his fist onto the security console, he ordered everyone on board the Invisible Hand to find them. So there we have it, how Grievous discovered Dooku's death and why he was completely unprepared for it. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter @SWReadingClub for updates regarding the channel. Or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive rewards and discussions. If not for me... For one evil cyborg interaction's too many.